over there, and it's running into the lake. So it's moving, which is good. I see green algae, which is good. And I don't see a lot of leaves or anything. So this is where, and I can get to it. So this is where I'm going to try and gather the water. And it's not very, I'm probably going to come a half a mile. But I did gather some water. On this side of the lake, the water is very different than it is on that side of the lake. I know that sounds weird, but on that side of the lake, there's no leaves in the water. I went down to it a couple times. It's clear. You can see the bottom at a foot or two. Here, it's very murky. Maybe it's tides. Maybe it's just today. I don't know. But like I said, I gathered the water from a spot that was running that had green algae in it, which, according to YouTube, that's where you want to get it. So now, okay, so I've poured a little bit of the water into this pan just to check it before I go, and it's actually quite clear. I mean, there's obviously some discoloration in it, but it's not much. I think I got a pretty clean batch. I've smelled it. It doesn't have a bad smell at all. I think what I'm probably smelling is the leftovers of last night's dinner in this pot. But either way, I'm now going to pour it back into the bag and attempt to make some water. And then I will check it afterwards. Here goes. Okay, so I have poured the water from the pot I was looking at back into the bag. And I've screwed the water filter on the top of the bag as per the instructions, and I'm now going to try and filter it into this pot here. I don't want to put it in that pot because that's had dirty water in it, so I'm going to filter it in this pot here, and then I'm going to taste it. First I open up this, I turn this whole thing over. Whoops, I'm trying to do this one-handed. Hang on. Oh, water is coming out. This is just by gravity feed here. I've already captured a bug. I'm not even squeezing it. This is just flowing through the filter. I wish I could put a little bit of pressure on it, but I'm trying to hold the bag with one hand and the camera with the other. But it is filtering, and just for a pure gravity feed, I mean, that's a reasonable rate. So let's see how we do. I'm going to put this down and pick the camera back up in a minute. Hang on. Okay, now I've got some pressure, just slight pressure on the bag. I don't want to overpressure it. And I can tell already that this water is, if it's not perfectly clear, it's very close to it. This is supposed to filter it down to 1/10 of a micron. That's incredibly, I mean, 1 micron is considered sterile. It does not filter out viruses. And I suppose the smart thing to do would be to boil it, because I can. But I think it would be safe to drink it even if I couldn't. But I'm just going to taste it very slightly and see how it tastes. Okay, I'm going to put this down for a minute. Okay, so it looks pretty perfectly clear to me. And now, with the spoon, we're going to sample it. It has a very slight flavor, not unpleasant. Almost like a little bit of spice to it. But it's not the least bit pretty, except for this bug that's already been there. But hey, it's water, and I think it's great. that we could have survival water, and it's not much work. I think the next thing would be to try it in water that is not quite so clean as this, but why take a chance? If you can get good water to filter, the better you can get it, the better off you're going to be. So really, really thrilled with this thing. It cleaned up the water just fine. Couldn't be happier. I think I'll make myself a cup of coffee with it.